times. I said I don't like President Bush's stand on abortion. I have daughters. I can't sit there and think that someday that they could be raped and they wouldn't be allowed to remove the fetus. I mean, are we going insane?
No.
What about Quayle? Do you ever see a guy like this? This is a guy who's somewhere up there. They silence. You know, there's so much on this Quayle. It's unbelievable. Aside from the fact that he's a dope. He is a dopey guy. You listen to him speak, you don't get inspired.
As king of the media, can you explain why, to me, the media is so liberal?
He is. I'm not liberal. I voted for Reagan 2 times, and I voted for Bush once. I got it, but the country is going down, and we need a breath of fresh air. You know that. Come on, let's be honest. I got this United States government involved with the FCC. They're fining. You know what? They want to fine $100,000 now because of what I do on the radio. This is what they're involved in. They're spending millions of dollars of taxpayers' money going after me. I don't like it. I don't like the religious right. I don't like Pat Buchanan. I don't like the speech that he got.
Maybe we're being stupid, though, by not getting somebody's allegiance before we can,
I ordered your
I know. I'm thinking, want to call over tomorrow to Clinton's campaign to make sure that they'll do away with all this FCC nonsense?
Let's get something.
All right, I'll do that tomorrow. And I got to tell you another thing. I don't like that Pat Buchanan gave a speech that basically said that half the United States doesn't belong in this country. And then Bush doesn't get up and say something about it. He sits quiet. And then that big fat slob of a wife of his there, who everybody loves so much, she's wearing an AIDS ribbon in the audience. She gets up on the stage, she takes the AIDS ribbon off. Who cares with her with the AIDS ribbon? Take the AIDS ribbon and jam it down her throat. And this is a guy, he talks about family values. He's got a son who's a leech. You talk about family values. How about getting your son to you? Is that what family values raises? A guy who's in his 30s, and the only thing he appears to do is to get jobs because his father's the president, and then he takes an SNL and he bankrupts it.
What makes you think Clinton's going to be any better?
I don't know.
Children to worry about.
He got one daughter. Listen, the problem is this is not a vote for Clinton. It's a vote against Bush.
Yeah, I just can't see a greenhorn in the office from Arkansas. I mean, what is Arkansas? It's a small...
Let me tell you. Let me cue you into something. It don't matter who's president. They don't do anything anyway. There's such a bureaucracy. They're not allowed to. There's something called United States Congress. They don't let anything pass through it. It's unbelievable. You got to see what goes on there. So at least if you got Clinton there, maybe some of these religious nuts won't have such a strong hold. Maybe, who knows, maybe there'll be some legislation to reduce the deficit. It certainly won't happen under Bush. So give the guy a chance. Let's see what he does. If he doesn't do anything in 4 years, we vote him out. Doesn't make a difference. I'd like to vote for Perot. I can because of that vice president guy.
Right.
This is the problem.
Yeah.
And you gotta be realistic about things. This guy Bush is tired of being president. He doesn't want to be president anymore. He's looking at his watch. He can't wait to get out of the debate. He's 70-something years old or something. I don't know what he is. He 70?
60-something.
60. Oh, late say he's tired. You know what? I wake up in the morning. I'm 37. What am I, 38?
Yes.
30. I wake up in the morning. I can barely walk. Imagine this guy. Get a young guy in there. Let him do his thing. Let's see what happens. At least with the social issues, it'll come to his senses and it'll appoint someone good to the Supreme Court, like Cuomo or something. Who's not a great governor, but he'd probably be a great Supreme Court justice.
Yeah.
Right.
This Bush barely has energy to bait his hook when he goes on his fishing expeditions. He's up in that Maine, that Kenny Bunkport every weekend. Get a guy who's a little motivated, a little into governing. Come on, it's time for a change. We got to get rid of this guy. He's a joke. And then he's up there at the debates talking about why aren't we doing this and why are we doing that? He's the president. Do it. What are you waiting for? Start today. Do something.
Yeah, but he's not alone. You have a Congress, too.
He has a Congress that he's proven.
We'll still have a Congress.
He can't work. He says, when the new Congress comes in, that's when I'll get some things done. There's no guarantee the new Congress is going to be any better than the old Congress. It's going to be the same stupid Congress. He's telling you he can't do anything. He's admitting defeat. I don't need a loser in the White House.
Well, a lot of the incumbents are supposed to be ousted.
The incumbents will be ousted, and there'll be a new Congress that'll sit there and go to war with him. Doesn't make a difference. Some incumbents will leave, and some will stay. It doesn't make a difference.
Just like Ross Perot said, some people know how to work with people and get them to do things.
Doesn't it remind you, at least his smile, doesn't it remind you of Tim Curry?
Who?
Arsenio.
Oh, we switched topics.
Yeah, I guess I beat him down on the...
Yeah, well, you did beat me down on that.
Nah, vote for Clinton. I'm telling you, it's a vote in the right direction because you got to look at the yahoos on the religious right. They're insane. They don't want fetus tissue experimentation. Can you imagine this? You're talking about a fetus that no longer is... The tissue could save... This has nothing to do with abortion. Doesn't encourage abortion, doesn't do anything. The president is against fetal... He's so into this fetus, he doesn't even want a dead fetus being used for research. This guy's insane. You're dealing with an insane man in the White House. And not only that, he's arrogant. And again, flip-flopping, he flip-flops all the time, this guy.
Well, he's got proven leadership ability.
What? Well, tell me what he did.
Oh.
Proven leadership. I got proven leadership.
Yeah, I'm not going to let
Desert
you
Storm?
run the country.
So Desert Storm, what did that get you?
Well...
There's people out there, they don't care about Desert Storm. They can't get a job.
How hard is it to say, go in there, generals, and clean that out?
You don't think Bush had anything to do to plan the invasion? All he did is, okay, go to war with him. General, you take over. General
can do
Schwarzkopf.
that.
If you like, you know who has leadership is General Schwarzkopf. Vote for him. Write his name in if that's what turns you on, Desert Storm. It had nothing to do with Bush. All right?
Proven leadership ability.
I've had it with Bush. I voted for him. Believe me, I bought the whole thing, hook, line, and sinker. But okay, he did his 4 years. Now we'll get somebody new.
Where
okay?
does he let us?
That's all. It's the new guy now. To give a new guy a chance. If he stinks, we'll get rid of him too. All right?
Okay.
You do what I tell you.
See another Jimmy Carter.
Well, who says he's Jimmy Carter?
We're supposed to be quick phone calls.
Yeah, please. You're making my head explode. Listen, you know what? Do me a favor. Vote for whoever you want to vote.
Why does it matter who we vote for?
All of a sudden, I've gotten political. I don't even want to be political. I want to do fart jokes.
But I often wonder why people keep calling trying to change your mind.
I don't know why. Let me just do my thing. You guys, I swear to you, don't listen to me. Do whatever you want. The only thing I suggest to you is you order the new videotape. If I tell you, I swear I've never lied to you. This is the greatest thing you'll ever see. You will call me and thank me. Brought to you by Infinity Ventures, $34.95. Get your credit card ready and dial 1-800-52-STERN.
90 minutes.
90 minutes of fun.
VHS only.
Mini's good. Washington, you're on the air.
Hey, I want to hear your John Anderson impression again, Howard.
John Anderson of Yes?
Close to the Edge, yeah. That was incredible last.
All right, maybe tomorrow.
Hey, do you miss DC 101 anymore?
No, not at all. I got to tell you something. That DC 101 is a losing operation.
It is. You got it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Two construction workers buy a radio station. This is the plot of my new movie. Two construction workers buy a great radio station called DC 101 and aren't sure what to do with it, so they hire a Goff LaBar to run it, and then forget it. I ran out of plot.
Plot twisted.
Plot twisted. Cleveland, you're on the air.
Hi.
Hi.
I want to talk to you about coming to Cleveland for Howard Stern Day. All you got to do is show up. We'll do everything for you.
Cleveland
Whatever happened with that?
Yeah, when you called Mayor Mike White.
Gary, write down tomorrow. I should call back the mayor's office and find out what happened with that. Did you order your tape?
Baba
Yep.
Booey.
Good. Good woman. Who's that, the kid?
Yeah,
Don't let the kid see it.
I won't.
All right, very good. Thank you.
Well, when are you going to do it?
I'll do it tomorrow. I'll find out what the story is. And make me number one in Cleveland. I'll be there.
You are number one in Cleveland.
Well, in your household, I am.
and in all my friends' households.
All right, but we'll get to see the ratings. The ratings have got to go up, and then I'll come to Cleveland.
Okay,
All right.
cool.
Can't you get your kid under control?
He's fine.
Send him to school.
Huh?
Don't they have nursery for... How old is that kid?
19 months.
And he's not talking yet?
He's talking a lot.
Don't you hear him?
Talking? That doesn't make sense. He sounds like Jackie. Kid makes no sense. 19 months old, and not even talking yet.
Yes, he is.
He's barely... Let me talk to him.
No way.
Let me talk to your
He
kid.
says Stern when your commercial comes on.
Let me see if he can talk. I'll give him an IQ test right now. You want to know your kid's IQ?
Yeah. He says pretzel. Did you hear that?
Let me hear you say pretzel.
Say pretzel.
All right. Yeah, what is a pretzel? What is a pretzel? So you got to see if they have...
He doesn't know that yet. He likes to eat them.
Case closed. Dallas, you're on the air.
Yes, this is Bruce down in Dallas. I got a question for you about your TV shows. Are you going to come out with a video of all the TV shows that you did? I know when I was up there, I used to watch them, and I know that, like, Kabasi Queen and that type of thing. I just wonder if you...
Let me tell you what I did, my friend in Dallas. For those of you who love my TV show and sit and talk about it, I decided rather than release the same tapes you've seen before, I broke off my ties with WOR Television, and I went into a studio and I produced all new television where I can go as far as I want. When I do the lesbian love connection on this video, I take you right into the bedroom. When I do a sketch, it's in 3D. We had unlimited budget. I couldn't do that on television. You know, for 2 years, I tried to do a 3D sketch on WOR.
We only had limited budget.
And then they couldn't figure out how to get the 3D glasses out. I said, you guys are phenomenal. You know that? So I decided, instead of doing a video of rehashed material, I went in and I did it all. I did Butt Bongo Fiesta. I never could have done that on television.
That's true.
I went 50 times further. So if you like the TV show, you will flip for this tape.
Okay, great. I'm going to order the tape.
Order it right now, my friend from Dallas, 1-800-52-STERN, and then we'll have a discussion about it on the air.
Sounds great.
All right, I will call you back and find out how you liked it.
Okay, great, Howard.
All right?
Goodbye.
You're going to love those 3D glasses.
You want to wear them everywhere.
Yeehaw!
Oh, there's a 3D part in the Jungle movie, right?
Right, with Jessica Hahn and the naked-breasted women.
Far out.
All the breasts are in 3D. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys.
That's great.
We'll
Listen,
order it early so you don't have to wait for it.
Okay, yeah, make a good Christmas present for Dad.
Go hang up now and order it.
Why are our phones ringing?
Don't ring my phone. You're ringing the wrong phone. Hang up and order it, I said.
Absolutely.
Now hang up and order it.
On the
Why are you not hanging up?
I can order
I
that.
said hang up and
hang
order.
with you.
What?
I barely get a chance to talk to you, so I figure I ask you another question. On the presidential issue, you were talking to this other guy, and I know you're here for Clinton and everything.
Let me ask you something.
Sure.
I'm not for Clinton. I'm against Bush. And if you're against Bush, you got two choices, Clinton or Perot. Perot can't win. Clinton can.
Well, then what we need to do is we need to get Perot on Clinton's ticket.
No, come here. I'm going to slap you into reality. You know what it is? You're smelling too much cow manure down there in Dallas. Too much country music.
I lived up in Philly too long.
Too much achy, breaky heart.
I lived up in Philly too long.
You don't understand my position. Don't say I'm for Clinton. You know what I'm like? I'm like panties. I'm against Bush. You got it? Very good. Now, what did I tell you to go do? What are you supposed?
152 Stern.
Now, hang up the phone and go order it.
I'll do it.
Friggin' cowboys say they'll do it, and they don't do it. Hang up the phone.
I'm not a cowboy.
I said hang up the phone.
Goodbye.
The guy doesn't listen. It's like my wife.
You know, maybe you ought to give him one across the chops.
I tell you, he needs a good smack. A lot of women say, why did my husband beat me? Because you don't listen.
Oh, yeah.
I don't advocate beatings.
Oh, stop it. Make that joke and then say I don't advocate it.
I'm just trying to backpedal. All right. I think, now, did I go everywhere? Did we go to Baltimore? Los Angeles? Yeah, okay, Baltimore. Baltimore, and this is our final call. Baltimore, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard.
Yeah, hi.
How you doing? My name is Steve.
Well, now we know your name, and we know how I'm doing.
You didn't tell me how you doing.
I don't care what your name is.
All right, that's cool.
And you don't care how he's doing.
Let's be honest.
Well,
If I had cancer, you wouldn't help me.
I would.
I'll tell you what, I got cancer. That's how I'm doing. And my grandmother has cancer, and my wife just came down with it, too.
I just want to call and say I listen to you every day. And even if you don't care how I'm doing, I really enjoy your show. I'm going to college. I'm majoring in broadcasting, and you're like, I look up to you.
What school are you going to?
Essex Community College in Baltimore.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. That's not even a
Another
college.
fine broadcast.
What's
Don't
the
say,
name
oh
of
boy, Howard. I'm originally from the Bronx, believe it or not.
What's the name of that school you're going to?
Essex Community
Community.
College?
Oh, boy.
Listen, though.
What was your SATs?
100.
You probably didn't need
1200.
any.
1,200.
Yeah.
You're hallucinating.
No. But listen to me.
You know what you need to get into Essex Community College in Baltimore? A pencil.
Listen to me, Howard, though.
What?
Originally, I'm from the Bronx, believe it or not.
You know that's the 13th grade, Robin?
It is the 13th grade. You're absolutely right.
Listen.
You know, we have so many colleges in this country, it's a joke. They all get out and no one can get a job. And now they think they're too good to be a plumber because they went to college.
Oh, you know what? They're very upset because they're going to have to take jobs that high school students usually take.
Because they're all high school students as it is.
That's right.
Let me tell you something about Essex Community College in Baltimore. That's elementary school with cigarettes. You can smoke in the classrooms. That's all that is.
How would you crack me up? No, but really, I really look up to you. I enjoy your show. And I think you're a genius in the broadcasting community.
Well, that's because you go to Essex. Everyone in Essex thinks I'm a genius. They think plumbers are geniuses.
I That's not true.
You love me, huh?
Yeah, you're pretty good. I saw you on the MTV on the Video Awards as Buttman,
Did you get your videotape yet?
the one that you just released.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
How could you not order it? I don't get it. How could you be a fan of the show and not order
I'm
the
broke
video?
right now. That's
I
all.
don't care if you're broke. You can come up with $34. We spent over $1 million on this. You can come up with 34.
And I have a friend of mine.
What do you think? It was easy to come up with $1 million? Did you ever try to put a deal like that together?
No, I didn't, Howard. One day I
With a
will.
company that's used to spending $63 on equipment?
What?
All right. Very good.
All right, thanks a lot.
What's your major over there?
Broadcasting. That's why I called you.
Broadcast. His major is finding his next class. He can find that he
again,
passes.
are you taking speech lessons? Because you have a pretty
He's going to be a disc jockey,
bad
right?
accent.
You're going to be a disc jockey?
Yeah, I am.
You got a hell of a delivery.
Is that good or bad? Yes. I don't know what's good
No,
or bad.
I mean, it's a very unusual delivery. I've never heard a radio guy that sounded like you.
How do I sound?
Like you're from the Bronx.
Yeah, I am.
Aren't you going to take a speech lesson and learn
Yeah,
how to
yeah.
enunciate?
I'm going to.
When are you going to do that?
This semester.
Oh, this semester you're taking
Yeah.
a speech.
It'll only take one semester.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever acted? Have you ever done any acting or used your voice in any way?
Well, I was the president of my radio station in high school.
Oh, I see.
That's about it. That's what turned me on to it. And now I'm working on the radio station in my school.
What do? You spin some records?
Yeah, and talk.
You talk like this? Or you put on a different voice?
I usually talk like this.
Like this?
I sound a little more upbeat, you know.
And what do? You play anything you want?
Yeah, but you mostly.
You sit there like you bring in your records and you play whatever you want.
Mostly.
That's like the Vince Skelter show.
Well, there's a place for him then.
Let me tell you what's going to happen to this guy. He's going to get out of school. He's not going to get a radio job. He's going to be a toll collector. And he's
No,
gonna be...
I have my equipment. If I don't get a radio job, I do parties.
Oh, I see.
You know, so that keeps me going.
No. All right.
Party.
All right. You've got the party. You'll be a party DJ.
Party and bar mitzvahs.
I see. All right. Very good. You're very talented.
All right, Howard, you take care of yourself.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Nice guy, huh? I love taking the calls. But, we've run out of time, Robin. We must leave because we have a meeting. We're going to go have a meeting with Andy Bloom.
Oh, yes. Is he here?
Yeah, we're going to figure out what we're going to do in L.A. We're going to come up with all the details. We'll announce those tomorrow. And let me remind you that Jackie Penthouse Joke Page Martling this Thursday. Big show, Robin. It's going to be...
Every show is a big show.
It's Jackie's pre-election show at the Brokerage Comedy Club in Belmore on Long Island.
I see.
Yeah, a lot of political humor. For dirty jokes, call the all-new 516-922-WINE. Saturday night, October 31st, Jackie moves over to Jimmy's Comedy Alley with his traveling circus on Bell Boulevard in Bayside, Queens. Go try and stump the joke man. He comes there, brings all his paraphernalia. It's great. Boy Gary and Stuttering John this Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. at the grand opening of the Burger King on North Crescent Boulevard in Pensacola, New Jersey. That's going to be fun. And Boy Gary this Saturday morning from 10 to 12 p.m. at the grand opening of Mr. G's Hot Bagels on the 46 East in Wayne, New Jersey.
Gary, very busy this weekend.
He'll be there with the Penthouse Pets, Sandy Korn, and Kimberly Taylor. They'll be debating. Yeah. Sandy will take Perot's point of view. Kimberly will take Clinton's point of view. And Gary will take George Bush's point of view.
Baba Booey.
Don't miss Stuttering John jamming with the Cosmic Dogs at the Binghamton Ferry Boat on River Road in Edgewater, New Jersey this Friday night, October 23rd. Admission is free, which is a nice feature. Why not join Scott the Engineer tonight for Classic 70s Disco Night at the Country Club? You've got nothing better to do. 209 East 85th Street. And by the way, if you need a mobile DJ for your wedding or party, call Rocket Entertainment from anywhere at 718-BAG-5040. Reserve your Christmas party now.
What was wrong?
No, that's right. There's one chance at it. All right, Robin. We've had it. Another 5-hour extravaganza.
It's enough.
It's enough
We've done
already.
enough.
You did enough. I've had enough, and I've seen enough. And we'll get to everybody tomorrow. And we got. I know what? I will go home today and read all of the articles that have been written on us within the last 24 hours.
I'm sure there'll be more added to that today.
And I will listen to the tapes of all the broadcasts in Philadelphia and New York, and I will put together a montage of various reports and things because it's all happening too fast. Now that our show is heard in so many different cities.
It's a lot to keep up with.
It's a lot to keep up with, and of course I have no assistance from Baba Booey in keeping up with any of it. Oh, no. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Baba Booey. Our 92...